The elevator groaned, the lights flickered, and the world shrank to four mirrored walls and two strangers, one with grease under his fingernails, the other with a cashmere scarf tied so tight around her neck she looked like she was holding her breath. Do you always fix things that aren't yours? Or is today just special? The words hung in the air, half challenge, half lifeline. Luke Harrison looked up from the fuse box, one brow arched, mouth tugging sideways in a lopsided grin. Do you always start conversations with attitude? Or is today just lucky for me? He fired back. The woman barely blinked. She looked like someone who could stare down a hurricane and check her watch while she waited. She didn't belong here, not in a cracked elevator in a building that smelled faintly of radiator steam and old hope. She checked her watch again, lips pressed flat, as if time itself would apologize for being stuck with them. I have somewhere to be. Luke shrugged, wiped his hands on the back of his work pants. Unless your watch is a crowbar, looks like you're stuck with me. Welcome to the scenic route. She flinched at a metallic groan beneath their feet, arms folding, posture all walls and warning signs. Don't worry, he said, voice softer. Elevators make noise when they're bored, not when they're dangerous. Comforting, she muttered, not sounding comforted at all. Silence pressed in, thick, awkward, the kind that only exists between people from opposite universes forced to share the same square of breathing room. Finally, she broke it, still not looking at him. You live here? Nope, he said. I clean here nights and weekends. And sometimes, when the elevator gets cranky, I fix stuff too. The ghost of a smile threatened her lips but vanished before it landed. You. Just here temporarily. She wasn't going to elaborate, and he didn't push. Name's Luke. She hesitated, then, Valerie. It was a lie. He knew it. But in small spaces, sometimes you take what you're given. He tried a joke. Ever notice how elevators never break when you're alone? And she shot back, cool as November rain. I don't usually take elevators with strangers. Life's full of firsts, he said, and for a second her eyes softened, like she remembered something good once, a long time ago. The lights blinked. The elevator jolted. Her hand darted for the rail. Instinct made him steady her by the elbow. Told you it was cranky, he said quietly. She didn't move away right away. Then she did, fast, as if the touch itself burned. How long is this going to take? She pressed. Could be 5 minutes. Could be 20. Depends if the building's in the mood for miracles. You're not inspiring confidence. Not here to inspire. Just here to keep the lights on. She tilted her head. Do you always talk in riddles? Only when I'm trapped with people who don't smile. That earned him a tiny huff, almost a laugh. Don't get used to it, she warned. He pulled a granola bar from his pocket, extended it. My daughter makes me carry these. In case of elevator emergencies. She eyed it like it was radioactive. I'm not hungry. Neither am I. Still, here we are. She took it. Their fingers grazed, a spark, a flinch, more silence. You have a daughter? Emily. 7. Smarter than me. Loves drawing elephants. She turned the wrapper, softer now. She sounds joyful. She is. Keeps me from turning into someone I don't want to be. Her voice gentled, and her mom. Gone. 3 years now. I'm sorry. Thanks. The hum of the elevator filled the space. She said, most people would have panicked by now. Life teaches you panic's no fix, especially when you've got a kid depending on you. For a moment, she was less armor, more human. The elevator jolted, then lurched to life. The doors slid open with a sigh. She stepped out, then paused. Thank you for the granola bar and the quiet. He nodded. Anytime, Valerie. She glanced back, voice low. That's not my real name. But I'm not ready to tell you the real one yet. She disappeared into the building, leaving Luke standing inside an elevator that had finally started moving again, heart rattled by a stranger's honesty. The next morning, Luke was packing Emily's lunch, peeling a banana over a chipped counter while she shaded in the ears of a purple elephant. Daddy, is it okay to give someone a drawing if you don't know their favorite color? He smiled. Depends. Are you giving it because you want them to like you, or because you want them to smile? She paused, thought it over. To make them smile. Then color it however you want. That's more than enough. She grinned, slid the drawing into her backpack like a treasure map. Downstairs, the air bit. Emily skipped beside him, humming. They reached the lobby. A voice called, You dropped this. The elevator woman stood there, holding Emily's mitten. Different coat, no makeup, less Wall Street, more Brooklyn. Emily lit up. It's you. The elevator lady. Can I give her the drawing now? Emily fished it out. It's for you. Because you looked sad yesterday. She unfolded it. A wide purple elephant, sparkles, crooked smile. I didn't have your favorite color, so I made one up for you. The woman stared, face shifting cracks in porcelain. Thank you, she whispered. Okay, bye. Emily called, skipping off. The woman stood a little longer, holding the drawing like it was something precious. That night, Luke came home exhausted. On his floor, sitting outside his apartment, was her again. Wasn't waiting for you, she started. Didn't say you were. She held up a bag. This was in your mailbox, half stuck. Thought it'd get thrown out. He took it. She didn't leave. I live across the hall. Moved in last week. So yesterday, I don't usually get stuck in elevators with people who offer granola bars and life advice. Didn't seem like you needed either. She dropped her gaze. That's the thing. I didn't think I did. They stood, two strangers, not quite strangers anymore. Why here? He asked, motioning to the cracked hall, peeling paint. People like you usually have penthouses. Needed a place where no one asks questions. He nodded. Some stories don't get told all at once. Down the hall, someone called Vivian. A man, sharp suit, blue tooth, eyes fixed on her. Meetings in 20. I've got the car downstairs. Luke's eyes flicked to her. Vivian. So, Valerie was never real. She looked like she wanted to explain, but he stopped her. You don't owe me anything. No, but I might owe myself something. We all do. She was gone, heels clicking down the hall. Later, as Emily slept, Luke watched the light under Vivian's door, thinking of a woman holding a crayon elephant like it was hope itself. The next day, the power went out. Snow was falling, slow and thick. Luke lit candles. Daddy, why is it so dark? Emily asked. Power's out, Buck. That means it's flashlight fort time. She gasped. No way. They built a fortress, crawled inside, book and flashlight, just as a knock sounded. Vivian stood there, sweater and jeans, shivering. My apartment's freezing. I don't want to intrude. You're not. We're building a fortress. Communal effort. Emily peeked out. You can help. I have stickers. For the first time, Vivian smiled, soft and real. Later, they huddled together, sharing tea, stories, blanket castles. Do you have family, Miss Vivian? Emily asked. Vivian's hands tightened around her muck. I had one, long ago. Emily nodded, wise. Sometimes people go away. My mom did. Daddy says love doesn't leave, just changes clothes. Vivian blinked, eyes shining. That's beautiful. She's wise for 7, Luke said. She's luminous, Vivian whispered. They talked, laughed, and when Emily finally drifted to sleep, Vivian stared at the crayon drawings on the wall. You decorated with truth, she said. Most people hang up what they want others to see. You hang up what's real. Luke shrugged. We don't have much, but we've got honesty and love. Emily says those are the best decorations. Vivian smiled. She's not wrong. He offered her the lumpy sofa. I have hotels waiting for me, smart thermostats, silent fridges, but none of them feel like this. You want to stay a while, until the heat's back? She nodded. Strange. I haven't built a blanket fort since I was 8. My father said it was a waste of time. Cut the sheets up so I'd stop. Wasn't the sheets that were the problem, Luke said. It was your happiness inside something he couldn't control. She looked at him. Why do you say things like that? Because I've had my own sheets cut. Days passed. The heat returned, so did routine. Emily drew a bear fixing the sky for Luke. You were grumpy today, Daddy, she explained. He laughed. Sometimes it's the smallest things that fix us. Knock at the door. A man, tailored coat, looking for Vivian Cole. Wrong door, Luke replied, but Vivian's voice called, Robert. He pressed, You can't vanish, Viv. You're the face of Cole Systems. I took a leave. I needed space. You think hiding in a building with cracked walls makes you invisible? Not hiding. Healing. Luke stepped forward, calm but steady. There's a difference. Robert scoffed, left. Vivian looked at Luke. I came here to remember who I was, before they told me who to be. He nodded, Sometimes silence is the only answer deep enough. That night, Vivian left a note. "Thank you for letting me be nobody for a while. You have no idea how much that meant." Luke folded it into the keep forever drawer, realizing sometimes you have to lose your name to find yourself. Across the hall, Vivian stared at a child's crayon letter. "If your heart is tired, mine is strong enough to share. Love, Emily." She collapsed onto the floor. No grace, just a human cracked open by kindness. The next morning, Vivian showed up with hot chocolate and a store-bought muffin. "Peace offering. Do you feel less tired now?" Emily asked. "You ha."